Well, hello there.
Hey guys,
And welcome to another special episode of
Massey Art Studios.
I'm Lee.
I'm Jeremy.
Yes, you are. And this is a special episode today because the episode that you just might have seen, which was Jeremy painting in the garage because it was too hot, we flipped this one on its head and I've painted this time around.
Yes.
But I've asked Jeremy to do the voiceover.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord, indeed. So this piece that I'm going to paint is something I've been doing over the past week and a half. It's a blob painting for the wonderful Massey Posse member, Susan Chiguri, who commissioned me to make something for her that was neutrals and browns and warm browns and golds and those kind of colours. Pretty similar to the piece that I did for Kathleen.
Yes.
But rather than me just voicing over this, I thought I'm just going to hand this one over to the show pony and give him free reign. So, yeah, stick around for this one because I have no clue what this fool's going to say. And he's feeling a little feisty today. So
Yes.
this is going to be an interesting one. I painted the board on this piece, and the board colour was a mix of a lot of white and a little bit of burnt umber.
Yeah.
And then I resined the board with art resin, which I always get from fluid-art.co.
Yes.
And then the colours on top were just a mix of really beautiful Liquitex Basics colours. Some of them were custom, some of them were not. There's coppers and kind of warm golds in there. So stick around for this one. It's going to be a little bit of fun.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm ready to hand this over to the show pony, but I'm going to do it.
Oh, I'm ready.
Let me see you at the dining room table.
All right, guys, so here we have the resined painting that Lee is going to start on, and he's getting his stuff together right now, and it looks like, you know, this is going to be a really beautiful piece right now. In fact, I know it's going to be a beautiful piece. And look at there, the first blob of the painting. Isn't that sweet? Another blob. There we go. Oh, another blob. Wow. This is turning out really cool already. So let's go ahead and sit back and watch him do some blobs there, and we will get back to you in a second. Oh, close up of a blob. There we go. So another blob. So this is actually going to be a very exciting piece for someone very special. And all fun aside, the colors on here are just absolutely beautiful. So like I said, let's sit back and watch some blobbing. And so we're back, and looking at this, you know, looks like Lee is having a lot of fun with these blobs, and the colors are really working well with one another. And I like that he is, how many of the blobs that he's actually putting on there. I think that it's looking very interesting and it's fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. And I like the little close-ups of the blobs whenever he goes in close and shows that close-up. And it looks like he's doing another blob there and another one there. and we're gonna sit back and watch some more of those blobs. So when Lee first started blobbing, it was really interesting because he showed me some pieces and stuff that other people have done, and he told me about the consistency, and he told me about how it was done. And at first I was just kind of like a little curious, I should say, about blobs, and the direction that he was going to go with it, and how what he was going to do. And so whenever I saw him complete one, I fell in love with them also, honestly. But it's really become, you know, a Lee thing to do, and so I've let him just really run with it. But I just love these, and I'm glad that he found this technique and has kind of run with it, because he just does some really beautiful work. And oh, another blob. And so I really love these, actually. So all right, let's kick back. Now, I believe that we're getting into the end of that first day, and look, it's 24 hours later, and as you can see, the colors on the blob have actually really changed and come alive, and it just looks so different than the paint that's in the containers. When they dry, I mean, magically just turn beautiful. And this is just some more blobs there that he's going over on that second layer, and I just love this piece already. I love the colors that were chosen, and oh look, another blob. And so I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys watch some more of these blobs and get back to you. Now, some of the things that I think of whenever, Lee is blobbing, and like the learning curve that I had whenever I tried to blob, was that you definitely don't want to ever touch a blob with your fingers. Because it'll leave fingerprints, it'll misshape the blob. It'll just be really bad for the composition of it. But if you ever mess up, you get a Q-tip and you wet the Q-tip, and you can use the Q-tip to wipe off that blob, whether it be the first layer, the second layer, third layer, and that's a way to really help keep, recover from a misstep. And you definitely always want to be thinking about torching your blobs. You can torch your blobs, just don't get too close to the flame, to the paint, and because you want to pop those bubbles to give it that nice smooth pearly effect that you get when they dry. And as you can see, this whole second layer that's going on is just incredible. And and look, another blob. So we're gonna go ahead and sit back and watch some more blobbing. Okay, you know guys, whenever you're watching him put the colors on top of one another, like the colors that's coming out of the bottles, you can see how that copper looks very, very reddish, like peachy red. And as it dries, it turns into that gorgeous copper. And so it's just the glue and the Floetrol in it that makes it turn that milky color, but as it dries, it actually, you know, turns back to its original color, which is so cool. But like I said, I just love this technique. And look, another blob. And I think that it's fun, you know, to watch and fun for him to do. And I love the results of these. All right, let's sit back again. Now he's coming up to finishing this blob piece, and it is so beautiful and it's so stunning, and I love how precise he is with where he puts that next blob, like what's gonna, what's going through his mind about where he's gonna put certain colors and how he layers them and that kind of thing. I just love his thought process on all of this. I love how he brings it all together and the outcome of it. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this. I have. And look, another blob. And so yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the end.
So this is where I'd say, so there you have it, because we film this segment normally after we've painted the piece.
Yes.
Now, the piece I have in my hand, but I'm not listening to his voiceover. So as we all watch this today on Sunday, it'll be my first time hearing it too. Intentionally, because I kind of wanted to be with you guys
Surprise.
when I hear what this guy's had to say. So he may have just been very professional and just, voiced it over as he should. He may not have done, but we will see. So anyway, let me show you the dried results. I am in love with this piece. Look how cool that looks.
It's beautiful.
It is. You've got the beautiful resin background, and then every single one of these has got Liquitex Gloss Varnish in it, so these blobs shine just as much as the resin background. But Susan, you got the choice of whether you hang it this way or this way. I'm going to send you hanging hardware, and then I'm going to allow you to choose. But I just love it. The complement of the lights and the darks. There was 3 darker colors, 3 lighter colors, and I just really enjoy how this came out. I've added more kind of blobs to this one just so that there was less negative space, but I think this was a really successful color palette. So thank you, Susan, for allowing me the chance to pour this one for you, and thank you, Show Pony, for voicing it over for me.
You're welcome.
Or maybe I shouldn't have thanked you just yet. Maybe I'll thank you on Sunday. So that was hopefully fun. We will see as we all see this one together. We'll be back. Oh, on Sunday there is a train, as always. Please go catch it.
Yeah.
And we'll be back on Wednesday for another probably normal episode. The garage door is fixed.
Yes.
And so we can get to painting you some wonderful pieces. In fact, we're going to start painting pieces to bring with us to PorkCon.
Yes.
Because you're going to see some of our art there as well. So hopefully you'll get to see some beautiful pieces from this week.
All right.
Guys, have a great week. Great weekend. We'll see you real soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I have no clue what you're going to do on this thing. We will all find out together.